If only black people had tried to warn us. Oh wait, they did.
Welcome back to my channel. Subscribe, like, and share your thoughts at the end of this video. Do you remember the video I shared where Asian Americans were complaining about still not getting admissions into college even after dropping affirmative action? Well, in this video, an Asian American who is a famous content creator, Amy Chain, reminds her fellow Asian Americans to say black people did actually warn them about dropping affirmative action. Now, this video was part of the stitches when I posted that video, but my fellow brothers and sisters did stitch Amy Chain's video and had things to say. Now, I don't know what Asian Americans were thinking when doing this. According to them, the black community was the reason why they were not getting admissions into colleges. So they thought them signing on to be used as tools of WS to dismantle affirmative action was going to do something to address the discrimination they face in college admissions. But guess what? This absolutely never had anything to do with black students, but had everything to do with legacy admissions. Check out her video for more context.
Oh, look at that. Asian Americans signing on to be used as tools of white supremacy to dismantle affirmative action did nothing to address the discrimination faced by Asian Americans in college admissions. Because dismantling affirmative action didn't address the fact that selective colleges admit Asian American applicants at a rate 28% less than similarly qualified white applicants. It's almost like the discrimination faced by Asian Americans in college admissions never had anything to do with black students or affirmative action, and had everything to do with legacy admissions and the choices that colleges make to discriminate against Asian Americans in order to give preferential treatment to lesser qualified white students. If only black people had tried to warn us. Oh wait, they did.
Now, Asian Americans are just in for it, but the good part is that they were warned. The black community, or black people rather, did warn them, but they thought otherwise. Even Amy Chain said it, black people told us. But now that it has backfired, this is when they want to see it. This is when they want to realize that actually they made a mistake. But hello, don't you think it's too late? Anyway, let's check out what my fellow brothers and sisters had to say about this. Stay glued, I will be right back. And when I do, you know how it gets.
Oh, look at that. Asian Americans signing on to be used as tools of white supremacy.
Honestly, listening to this is saddening, but not surprising. Now, just walk with me, okay? When it comes to benefiting from black people and white supremacy, Asian Americans are up there. They're up there. And I'm not saying this is all Asian Americans, right? I'm not going to blanket an entire ethnic background, right? But systemically, okay, Asian Americans benefit substantially from black people, and benefit from black people being denied access to things like business permits and mortgages for properties. Because where do we go to buy our beauty supplies? Somewhere that is owned, operated, and led by someone of Asian descent. Where do we go to get our nails done? Somewhere that is owned, operated, and led by someone of Asian descent.
To be used as tools of white supremacy.
And you know how this shit happens? Every time a black person claims something is racist, and how all the posts are like, oh, that wasn't really racist. Oh, you're bullshitting. Y'all crying. Y'all pulling the race card. It creates people that just don't give a fuck about what black people say. So when they try to take down affirmative action, and black people are all getting together and telling y'all, hey, this is a trick. They just trying to butter y'all up so y'all let them cancel affirmative action so they can stop letting y'all in. When we tell y'all that that's what they're doing, and then they turn around and do it. In my predictions, I predicted it would take them at least 10 years for them numbers to get like this. They already saying, they took affirmative action away, and they already said, fuck Asians. That's crazy. I didn't think it would happen this quick, but I knew it would happen. And y'all fell for it, man. My Asian brothers and sisters, y'all fell for this.
If only black people had tried to warn us. Oh wait, they did.
Real quick. The Asian community fell for the okie doke. They told y'all that it was because of black folks that y'all weren't getting in. So let's get rid of affirmative action because it's for them. Not knowing white women get more affirmative action than anybody in this damn... Anyway, I said this was going to be quick. So y'all asses fell for it. It's the legacy that don't belong there. Wait a minute. So here's what the government did to bait your dumb asses in. And I'm talking about all of you who were for this breaking down of affirmative action as far as college entry. All of y'all, this is how they baited y'all dumbers in. They gave y'all Asian hate bill, and it became law. Y'all didn't ask yourself why y'all got to skip over black folks. Y'all didn't ask yourself that. Y'all didn't ask to include black folks, because that's what the American way should have did. If the black folks are catching it far more than us, no, y'all didn't give a fuck. Because as long as racism was on us and not y'all, y'all were good with the shit. You got used. It's a whole bunch of racist white folks smiling and laughing at y'all just right now because y'all didn't want to listen to black folks. Y'all didn't even want to look at the history of the folks you were siding with. White man speak with forked tongue. Ain't that about a bitch?
Oh, look at that. Asian Americans signing on to be used as tools of white supremacy.
First of all, I want to say thank you for having a head, a level head, a well-rounded head, a very educated head on your shoulders. For seeing things for as they are and not just seeing things as one, this or that. Two, and three, people are human. And when you get bullied, and you get a chance that somebody else comes in that's new and they get bullied, you become the bully. It's unfortunate. When people have, the entire world hates black people, and it's so sad because at the same time, the entire world has like a very tiny secret love for us. I don't know. Go listen to Nas's album, Life is Good. He got a song on there where he say, I hate you, but do I got love for you? I want to kill you, but do I got love for you? I want you to die, but I also want you to see me do well. So I want you here so you can see how well I'm doing. Because you're my enemy. But I also want you at the table with me so you can see how well I'm eating. Black people love everybody. For real, we do. We do. Everybody but ourselves. And that, in ironically of itself, is our greatest journey, is to get back to center, get back to loving ourselves as people. Because we have been trained and taught and traumatized into not loving ourselves. So therefore, we work against our own best interests when it comes to us as a people, because we will fight everybody else's battles. We are over here crying for people that's over across the seas, who probably don't like us either.
Do you remember Edward Bloom? Well, he's the person who spearheaded that student admission case in the Supreme Court. He said that Asian Americans were being discriminated against in college admissions. Then there were others who were celebrating that affirmative action was removed from college admissions. But we have some headlining we need to see here. A lot of black people tried to tell them, but they didn't want to hear it. Post affirmative action, Asian American families are more stressed than ever about college admissions. That doesn't sound right, because they were saying that they were being discriminated against by affirmative action, and they said black people were getting into college over Asian American students who scored higher and deserved to be there over black American students. Now, this is what Asians said. So they teamed up and conspired to get rid of affirmative action in college admissions, and they got it done. Like, they got what they wanted. So what's the problem now? And after it happened, they were shocked at how the black community handled it. So basically, they thought black people would be out there in the streets crying and protesting, but no, that never happened. Black people were quiet. So maybe they were wondering to say, what's going on with black people? And then many of the black community knew that affirmative action wasn't really benefiting black Americans. It actually benefited more white women. It benefited Asians more than it benefited black Americans. It benefited immigrants. Talk more of it benefiting more LGBT. Now, why are they worrying about anti-Asian discrimination? Affirmative action is gone. Remember, it's on merit now. So it's not on race, it's on merit. So what do they mean anti-Asian discrimination? Like, you guys can't talk about race because you threw that out. You literally got race out of it. So what's with the talk about anti-Asian discrimination when it's all based on merit? Now, Black Americans have been telling all of you, you come in here and you fall for the trickery of the WS. See, this is what they do to you all, and you all fall for it every time. When other groups come into this country, they look at Black people, and you know goodwill how horribly Black people are treated. You see it and you say, I don't want to be treated like that or like them. So whatever I got to do to get chummy with them, I'ma do it because I don't want them treating me like that. So what they have realized is that these other groups of people want proximity in them. So they say, we can use these other groups because they're so-called minority. They want proximity to us. They're willing to do our dirty work, right? So what we got to do is let them know that we have some camaraderie with us and they are better than the Black people. So what they do is that they give you a little bit higher position in the WS system and you get a little bit more benefits than Black people. But at the end of the day, you will never be at their position, no matter what you do, no matter what you achieve in this country. So they are going to tell you things like, you work hard, you're so smart, you're even more smart than those Black people. Look at how lazy they are. But every time you sit there and play footsies with WS, you're gonna be burned anytime. But you were told that you thought you knew. Now, Black Americans are starting to pull back. My brothers and sisters ain't fighting for nobody anymore. Now, they're going to take their energy and focus on the Black community. They're going to do literally what these other groups do. Like Black Americans tried to have a coalition with these other groups. Oh, yes, they tried. They've tried for many years to work together as minority groups to fight WS. But what has been seen is that these other so-called minority groups, they want to work with the WS. And honestly, Black people, or let me say Black Americans, get it now. Like, they're letting people go and work with them, but don't come back running to Black people to say, oh, we didn't know, we didn't realize it. Hello, you were told. Now, the Supreme Court's decision to strike down affirmative action in college admissions, effectively banning the consideration of an applicant's race, did not end advantages awarded to palm-colored students during admissions. A new study backs up this idea with ample evidence. Now, researchers analyzed almost 700,000 college applications from white and Asian students and found that admissions at selective colleges rewarded privileged applicants who are disproportionately white. In other words, the report reinforces the idea that there's a potential open bias against Asian American applicants. Because of this alleged Asian penalty, it's likely that Asian American applicants will continue to be admitted to selective schools at lower rates than similarly qualified palm color applicants, even with affirmative action gone. Share your comments on what you think about this video. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.